So assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to all of you. So in this video I'm gonna give you 5 different ideas that can make you a different personality. So the number one is that praise people behind their back, right? So if you want to have a good personality, you should start praising the people, whether that person is in front of you or not, it doesn't matter. Because it's a human tendency. We just think that if we praise to other people, other person, then that person will go high to us. But it's not that. Because it's not that. Because what we do is that whenever we are about to attend any marriage or any parties, and if anyone has one good watch, good dress, or if they have a good car, we start backbiting to that person. Because we think that if we backbite to that person, we will put down to that person. But that's not true. It means you are putting down to yourself, right? Like example, I'm giving one example. Like if I am backbiting to one of my friend in front of my other friends, right? And it doesn't mean that I'm putting down to my one friends in front of other friends. No, it means I'm letting know my one friend that who am I in actual, right? So it's the same things when you are backbiting to others in front of others. So it means you are letting know to people that who are you in actual, what is your personality. So if you want to have a good personality, you should avoid these things. So then our number 2 is that stop bragging, because it's a human tendency. We just try to show off about the thing that we have. But if you want to have a good personality, you should avoid these things. Let the people know that what kinds of quality do you have. Let the people discover about you. Let the people be curious about you to know more and more. You don't need to exaggerate the things. You don't need to show off, right? And the most important thing is that compare. Because when you compare yourself from others, it means that person is better than you. Like sometimes we use this sentence. We say, I am better than that person. It means you already accept that person is better than you, or that person is better, right? Sometimes we also say that I'm looking better than that person. It means that person also looks good, right? So don't try to compare yourself. If you want to have a good personality, don't do these things. Let the people discover about you more and more. Because if you have some sort of quality, then people will discover you itself. They will get to know itself. You don't try to show off. You need to brag the things. So the number 3 is that don't share your family and personal problems to others, because everyone wants attention, and just because of that they start sharing your family and personal problems to others. But if you want to have a good personality, you should avoid these things. Because I know it for a fact that there are 3 kinds of person in this world. So the first one is that a person who don't care that you have problems. And second one is that who feels happy that you have problems. And the third one is that who just try to show, who just pretend that they can feel their problems. They just try to be in your shadow. But in actual, they are not yours. So be curious, that just be cautious that what kinds of things are you going to share to others. So you should avoid these things. If you want to have a good personality, you should start avoid these things from now. So the number 4 is that be authentic. Don't try to copy to others. And I'm not saying that don't follow to others. You should try to follow to others who are doing good in their life. But don't try to copy them, right? Because what kinds of word they are using, you should not try to use the same word that they are using. Because if you are doing the same thing, if you are using the same word, then how will you make yourself different from others, right? Suppose if you are that kind of person who don't like to do parties and going on long drive, but if you have that kinds of friend circle where everyone likes to do parties and go on long drive, if you don't like to do these things, you should avoid these things. You should not try to show that I am one of them, right? So once you start avoiding these things, that will make you different from others, right? So if you want to have a good personality, if you are not that person, you should try to be only authentic, who you are in actual. Don't try to be the part of that things. So the number 5 is that treat others the way you want to be treated. the way you want people to treat you, you should start treating to others in the same way. But what happens, I have seen lots of time when people go outside and go in any restaurant, they treat to the waiters and servant in a very bad manners. And if you want to have a good personality, you should never do these things, because it's you are showing that who you are in actual, right? And when you treat in that bad manners to your servant and to the others people, neither that servant nor others people like these things, literally. So you should try to treat to the servant and waiters in such a way like no one has done it before. And afterwards, you will see a different kinds of happiness from inside. And not only you, that servant who is treated, that person will also good from inside. So start giving love and respect to others, whether they are nothing, whether they are servant, right? And the most important thing is that you should never try to, let down to your elders. Never try to treat them in a bad manners. Whether you're younger, it's okay. If they are younger, they also need respect and love from you. They also deserve these things, right? But we don't do these things. We take the advantage of being our elder, So you should never do these things, because if you don't love and respect them, if you don't give them love and respect, they will never love and they will never treat you in the same way, the way you want to be treated, right? So it's totally in your hand. So now let's end up this video. If this video helped you, please do like and subscribe. Have a nice day.